Okay, so with Thursday, Olivia Chess, Bodybuilder Pro, on my prep, coming back prep, which is like kind of prep, 16 weeks prep. So we're on week 6, and I'm on day 4. Monday was chest, Tuesday was arm, Wednesday it was the legs, and today it would be the shoulders. So my best exercise for shoulders, and as usual I will start by the weak points. So I will work first on my rear shoulders, and the rear shoulders I like to do dumbbells. There's some machine that's quite interesting to do, but I don't feel enough when I'm doing on the pec deck and I'm doing my rear shoulder. I don't feel enough the rear shoulders. So I really like to work with dumbbells and focus just like turning my really my shoulders in front and doing my rear shoulders, and at least I can finish. So I'm supersetting, which is not real superset, but I will first push to the maximum with the maximum range of motion on the exact move that I can do for the rear shoulders. And at the end, when my rear shoulders are really start to be sore and I can do more exercise, I will do some partial reps on the bottom and just changing a little bit the angle, but try to just put some more blood in the rear shoulders and completely like finish them. So first exercise, rear shoulder on the 45 degree bench angle, 45 degree angle on my bench with dumbbells, and one warm up and half, like 1-2 warm up, 3 heavy as usual. So the same thing that I'm used to do, and if you go on one like previous video explain like the maximum growth for the muscle. So really focusing, this is very important for some particular muscle. The rear shoulders, it's something that most of the people they don't do. They like rear shoulders, but you cannot see it from your front. You can see your shoulders. You cannot see that you have like rear shoulders, and that your shoulders must be like really like two things. Most of the people it's like flat on the back. So it's very important. That's why I'm like kill them at the beginning, rear shoulder first. And it's very important to have like a very good muscle mind connection, like that mind muscle on the rear one, because if you just like not focus and you just move your arms, you will probably put more on the side shoulder and on your back. So rhomboid, rear shoulders, really focusing, and try to put the maximum of blood and finish them. So usual thing, range of motion, time under tension, and the negative part, very hard on the for the shoulder to do some negative part, because it's like you have really the gravity. So you're going fast up, but you try to go slow on the down part for the negative part, which is quite hard. But try to at least to slow down the move to the maximum of the negative part to have that negative. That is very important, because your muscle grow more on the negative part. So exercise number 1, rear shoulders. So, okay, warm up is done, and I did two long like warm up, 20 something for the first one, 15, 17, I don't know for the second one, and changed my angle and started to continue to pump, and I just warm up, but I really feel pumped already. So I will start now my first like intermediate. You know, I do an intermediate and a medium and a heavy one, a light intermediate, medium, a light intermediate, heavy. So the first one that we can like I can say it's a light one. Now it will work. So it's a 10-12, and I will really start to like really focus on the negative part, really focus on the max range of motion, and the work start now. So you will notice like the angle, and to be sure that actually I'm really focusing on the rear shoulders. I will really put the dumbbells in front and open in that side. Then after on the light one, I will open a little bit and continue to pump. So on my rhomboid, I will work the rhomboid, and at the end the rhomboid and a little bit on the external shoulders. But I'm doing mostly on my rear shoulders on that first exercise. So work now starts, and that's for my first exercise. So just notice that all the positions, all the negative, the breathing. You always like breathe and think about breathing. It's important. Most of the people they keep the air like it's very bad, especially for like the heart. It puts a pressure on your heart. So you need to blow when you push. Inspire on a negative, exhale. So for every single move. So rear shoulder, first exercise. Okay, so first exercise done, and I did my light, my intermediate, my heavy one. I think I could have done a little bit more, because the last one I still did 8 plus 2 cheated, and after some partial reps. So I think probably next time I will put 5 more pounds. And yeah, that's the thing, is that I'm like discovering the weight. I don't know which weight I will use. Long time I didn't choose weight, so I used to have the one in my head, but it's not working anymore. I'm like really weaker now, starting back. But fortunately, I would say that every week I'm pushing a little bit more, and I can see that the ton per hour that I'm using during the session is like increasingly, heavily increasing every week. And I'm at about 200%, so twice the weight that I was pushing just like 6 weeks ago when I started back. So first exercise, rear shoulders. Second exercise, I will do a little bit of front shoulders. So with the move like going up and down. And I'm not focusing a lot on my front shoulder, because I work a lot front shoulder when I'm doing my chest, especially that you remember I'm working the upper chest. So because I'm on upper chest, automatically my front shoulder are working. I would say the front shoulder are a little bit less important, because you work a lot your front shoulder with your chest. So I'm doing a rear one at the beginning, really focusing on my rear shoulders, and you can see that the rear shoulders here is like at least the same than the front, and that's the goal, to have your front and your rear that balance on both sides. So my rear shoulders now is pumped, and I will go doing just one exercise on the front one. Then there's a very nice machine in the gym here. I'm back to my normal gym. So there's a very nice machine where you can really focus and pushing on heavy military press. So that will work on the three parts of the shoulders. So I'm like focus on my rear, focus on my front, hit the whole shoulders in a heavy part on the third move. And after that I will really focus on the lateral part on the shoulder with the lateral that I will still do heavy, but I will show you that. So for now, exercise number two is the front, just pushing some front, not too much. I will just do three series like of 12, 10, 8 reps probably, but just no drop set, no superset, nothing. I will just put some blood in the front shoulders, and after I will go to the machine and I will really start the shoulder work, because technically front and rear separate. You can even do that on different day. If you're doing training on a push-pull leg, for example, but on your push, it will be a chest shoulder, but I separate my rear shoulder, I put that on a pull day with my back, which is the back, rear, shoulders, biceps. So you can separate the rear than the front, especially if you really need to have more rear shoulder. Always worked my rear shoulder a lot at the beginning of the training, so I have no real lack on the rear. My shoulders are quite good balance front rear, so I don't have to separate the front and the rear. Okay, exercise number 2 now, front shoulder. Okay, so front shoulders, and you see, just because of I would say lack of time, just because of lack of time, I don't separate. Sometimes I'm going front, left, right, and really focus like that. But today I did my rotation a little bit, and I tried to go up to at least my eyes, and make a full range of motion. So going up, very slowly on negative, try to not balance during the move. So put up and down. I would say like problem when you work your two arms in the same time, it's like you used to balance. But if you do separate, you not balance so much. I arrive to control and don't move my body. So it's quicker, I would say, to do all the reps in once, and I prefer doing that like that. So second exercise, just front shoulders. Okay, so number 2 done. I didn't really kill them, but I finished on heavy, and I finished in like 8 reps, so really pushing a lot to have like good feelings. I really have good feelings, and I can see, because here like the shoulders are going to separate the trapezius shoulder. So I put like some centimeters since I arrived in the gym. So exercise number 2 done, and I will do now the exercise number 3. So it's a mass exercise, and you can do that Smith machine. I like the Smith machine too, and do my front with the Smith, and doing the front really like the bar in front of your body. I really don't like to go on the rear because I can't. I'm like a little bit not enough flexible. So, and actually the perfect exercise is when the bar is going here in the middle. So to have that, you have some good machine. The machine here is Hammer Strength. It's a very good machine. The Hammer Strength machine. You have the weight on the left and on the right that you can change and focus on separate arms. The machine is very good because the arm can be separate. I push with the two arms in sometimes. You can change the weight. It's like really a very good machine. Hammer Strength are very good. So it's my exercise number 3. The first one, I will really push like a general mass of the shoulder. The first one on the rear, the second on the front are like more like putting some blood in the two parts of the shoulder. But the real like mass exercise, it's now starting to do this one. Okay, so a bit too light, I think. I did a little bit too much, but a really good feeling. 15, 16 reps, I don't even know, but more than 12. So I will do like one extra one. This one will be like more on the part, warm-up part, we'll say. So I will put now, every time I put like at least 10, 15 more on each arm, and I'm going to quite the top of the machine, the bottom of the machine, putting a lot on this one. You can really push. The good thing is the machine, if it's too heavy, you drop. At the end, you can even do some like partial range, just to pump a little bit more. You can rest, pause, and that is good because on this one, I will finish by some rest pause on the last one. Even on the last, rest pause on all of them. The next 3 now, I will do some rest pause. And on the last one, I will do a drop set and a rest pause to finish like putting blood and really kill them. And the exercise after will be some like more really focusing on that just lateral part. So mass, general mass on the shoulder, exercise number 3. Okay, so I did my first one, that's warm up. I did an intermediate, a light one. So I will do the middle one now, and I have my t-shirt will start to be tight. So first time since 6 weeks. When I put it back, that shirt 6 weeks ago, it was really ample, and it starts to be tight now. So it's a good sign. I was at 234 this morning, just before gym. 234. I'm probably lost 1 or 2 more percent. I would say today that I estimate 16%. So it's going slowly, but we're good. We're on week 6. End of week 6 now, so still good. 10 more weeks to see what will happen and if I'm back on what I was before. So for now, middle one, I did the warm-up that I didn't count the first one with 15 reps. So my second was the light one. I did 12-ish, 12 reps. So now it's my 8 to 10 reps, and the last one will be the heavy with a 6 and a drop set. So I'm at 100 on that side. That should be okay. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Just up. Okay. Oh. So this one was good. I did maybe a little bit more than expected. I'm happy. I have amazing feeling on the machine. I try to not really be completely on the bench because I will be a little bit too much in front, and when I'm like lying on the bench I feel my front a little bit more, so I always try to at least put my head a little bit in front to focus more on the part, the side, the lateral part that's in the front. But very good. So medium one, I will go on the heavy one, see how much I can do on the heavy one. If I do more than 6, I will do a heavy one with 6 reps, drop set, and some partial reps, and it will be done for the exercise number 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Exercise 4 now, and exercise 4 I will start to really focus on the lateral part, the side parts of the shoulder. So basic, the move is the lateral elevation, and it's one of the moves that is probably like everybody is doing, like 99% of the guy in the gym, unless you have like big shoulder problem, do some lateral elevation. And I will say on that 99%, you have 99.9% of the one who are doing that exercise that you're doing it wrong, cheating, balancing, or balancing, you know, like with the legs, and try to put heavy weight, and don't do like no range of motion, no focusing on time and attention, no negative, nothing. You just like try to move the weight as much as they can. So most of the time it will be like some kind of things like that, or even like with the rear. And the move is like, if you see here, my shoulder is practically not moving. If I'm like bending and moving just a bit here, it's not moving neither, unless you have really a machine that focus on that angle. So the move like I did, and I found the best way to do it since 30 years that I'm training. It's really putting the dumbbells on the side, but in front and not on your side, in front, and to have the dumbbells like with the thumb touching like that. And you will open, so at least when you open on the move, remember like we did last time for the chest, your like the bend of your biceps must be parallel to the floor. So actually if you do that move and you on the mirror, you can see the front of your biceps inside the mirror. It's like wrong. You must really see the part of the biceps, this part, the brachialis, or you must see the bend parallel to the floor. So the move is really like going up, and negative parts always like that. But the thing is here, not move like that, not cheating, not moving with the knees, but really focusing. So on that move particularly, you're really, like I would say, 100% focusing on the muscle, mind-muscle connection. And you need to all the time, all the way, just look at your shoulder. So you're not going to move like that, but you put your shoulder and you do the move, and you like go slowly on negative. So this one, it's really pure focus, nothing about putting heavy. I will start with my first one at 20 pounds, which is 9 kg, and go to probably, I don't know, 40 pounds max for the heavy part. So it's a move that you need to, don't care about the weight, you don't put extra heavy weight, but you just really focus and try to do it like in control, and really like be careful, as much careful as possible. So exercise number 4, lateral elevation, and we will go the 5th exercise on really focusing completely on that lateral part. So number 4 now, elevation, lateral elevations. So the first thing is like putting the dumbbells completely on the side, so at least they can naturally drop I will not, here my dumbbells are like you see, dropping naturally like that. I will not put them in the middle, but I let them drop, and I will go from front to the lateral part like that. Okay, so 15, looking at the time to put my 1:35, 2 minutes between the reps. So I did 15 reps, too much again, so I will not count this one again. But yeah, I can really feel really the lateral parts like pumped, and I did 15, 16 reps, and you see at the end of the move, so that is the mountain dog, you know, I don't know if you remember, but all that moves that you can like just focus on real like a specific point on your shoulder. So starting punch maximum, and when I cannot anymore, the last time was really like I would have cheated if I did one more, so I had 0 shy rep. And I just like I did from the rear shoulder, change my angle and pump to put more in partial reps. So the partial reps is really like balancing. Okay, try to go like at least half move, 45%, 45 degree, and you just balance until like you cannot anymore. It's really, I promise you, burning a lot to do that. So I did what, 5-6 extra reps, and that's you will feel it exactly. So my shoulders start to be really full. I can see I have my shirt was like tighter and tighter during the workout. So that was the number 0, because I will not count this one, so I still have 3 to do. I will go directly like 25, 30, 35, 40 something. I will see what's happened now in 25. Probably put 30 now, and I will see. So every time is like you don't know. I don't know how many reps I will have to do, how many sets I will have to do, what's the way I will use, because every training is different. Someday I will have more rest, more carbs, I will push more. So day you will have less rest, less carbs, so you will push a little bit less. So I discover every training how much I will put. I try to use the same beginning weights. So I started at 20 last time, I started 20 today, 20 now it's too light definitely. So next time I know that I will start 25, and slowly I will start 30, 35. When I started for example my chest, day 1 I will like really using my 25 pounds and going up, and today I'm starting at 40 or 45 pounds on the first one. So that's the way to see that you're increasing and you're growing. So exercise number 4, lateral ones, and I will do my reps now. And exercise number 5 will do. There's a very nice rowing machine that I'm using a lot for different move than rowing. So that I will do, and you will see just now. Okay, so finally last one, exercise number 5, and it's like really like the finishing exercise on like local parts on the lateral one. So I will finish with the move, and the move is one of I really like. So I'm going here on the rowing machine, and the good thing here in the gym here is that the rowing machine has you can see like two separate rope, So that would be for me the good thing to do my rear shoulders. So a lot of people are going on the front, and they put and they pick the one and try to do the lateral one with the two ropes, but standing, and so moving your body, hurting, etc. So I'm doing that flat on the rowing machine. So at least because I'm flat, my back is lying on the bench, and I have just my arms that can move. I cannot cheat the move at all doing that part like that, and I really localize only, but really only on my shoulder, and it's the perfect finishing move when you are at the end of the training. So it's something you absolutely don't put heavy. If you put heavy, you cannot move because you cannot cheat. Partial reps they have no point to do some partial reps on this one. So it's absolutely not the move that you will do in the middle or at the beginning of your workout, but it's just the exercise that you did, just purely finishing when you exhausted your muscle. My muscle is really full. It's the exercise number 5. So I really pushed the rear one and the front one at the beginning, which was a lot. And after I do a heavy mass on the pushing, I did my lateral. I finished the lateral with the 40. I did still did 10, 12 reps. So I know that I work too light. Next week it will be a little bit more. Rather than starting at 20 to finish 40, I will probably start at 30 and see if I can finish 45, 50 or something like that. So that's the thing that I can see that I'm progressing. So this one, a hard one. I really feel my shoulder, I don't know where to put my arms, when you feel you need to bend on something. And last exercise usually I put 2 plates on the machine, so really very light, and I will do now the move here on that lateral machine. So we put low like that, so at least I hope it will be okay from here for you to see how the move is here. So it's a little bit not easy going on the machine, because after that the weight will touch the top, but yeah, okay, and I'm doing my lateral here. It's 35, so something a bit too light for me today. I'm good. Wow, I don't know what I ate this morning. My omelette was different, and yeah, I had some anabolic pancakes, like would said Greg Doucette. I'm workout today at 2 o'clock. It's an early day for me. I finish early, so I came to work out earlier. So maybe I'm a little bit more fresh. But usually on Thursday, every Thursday I'm at the same time and I work out my shoulders. And today it's wow, the weight is going up. So I'm I was on a half plateau the last couple of weeks, and I'm going up now. So that's very good. That's the way to show that you're progressing. So last move number 5, just focusing on your side lateral, and very good move. So today, Thursday, week 6, and it was shoulders training. So day number 4 of the week. Day number 5 tomorrow will be a back. And for now, I'm not working out on Saturday, Sunday. Usually I'm going on Saturday, Sunday, and I'm doing some cardio. But when I'm on like 6 to 8 weeks before a show. So here there's no show, but I have a 16 weeks prep, and in 10 weeks I hope to be like what I was before COVID, before I like stopped training. So I'm managing that really like a show. I'm on like diet, strict diet. A little bit just difference is on Friday evening or on Saturday evening, or not ends, or Saturday evening I have a cheat meal, and not a big one. That I don't have when I'm on prep. So I'm really doing that like a prep, because for me, putting some goal and give me deadline is the only way to be like strict and to do that very seriously. So yeah, Oli BHS Bodybuilder Pro, telling you that as usual, guys, train well, eat well, sleep well, and repeat.